Hello everyone, this is Raniel1232 and welcome to my very first Ask Rani round. First of all, I want to thank all the people who asked me some questions for this round. I will answer your question with complete honesty, so if you don't agree with my opinion, don't be mad, but feel free to tell your opinion as well. I would love to discuss it. During this vlog, you'll be hearing my voice, see the questions and images, and maybe hear some music. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's start, shall we? First question. What was your first Burton film? And follow-up question, is it still one of your favorites? My very first Tim Burton movie was Edward Scissorhands, and I totally loved it. The ending of the movie is very touching and leaves you with an open ending. That's the kind of endings I like of Tim Burton's work. I still like the movie, but it isn't my favorite though. The music always makes me cry and the story is very touching. I see the movie every Christmas, and I like to keep it that way. Question 2. If one day you awoke and discovered you were a witch, what would be the first thing you'd do? If I was a witch, I would love to be a witch of the dark side. So, I think first thing on my list is hypnotize people to my minions and let them build a huge castle where I could rule the world. Question 3. Have you ever wanted to be a piece of fruit? And, if so, which one? I have to be honest, I never thought of being a fruit. But if I was a fruit, I think I would be a very cute and adorable strawberry. And not the annoying kind of oranges we have on YouTube here. But yeah, a cute and well-deserved strawberry. Question 4. How did you come up with the idea and melody for the Rani song? Well, I needed some kind of introduction for my vlogging channel, and since I don't want you guys to get bored during my vlogs, I decided to make a song. The lyrics is basically what I do and what my interests are, so I wrote the lyrics in 30 minutes. The melody of the song is called Summer, from a Japanese pianist named Joe Hisaishi. The recording of the clips, however, were very amusing. Hugging a tree and flying on a so-called broom wasn't really what I first had in mind, but after all, my quest was clear. I just had to do this. Question 5. Has anybody, besides family, ever called you adorable to your face? Well, yes, a lot of my friends say this often. Even people I don't know, which makes it kinda creepy though. So, if I would be a Pokemon, I probably would be a Jigglypuff. Yeah, I would definitely be a Jigglypuff. Question 6. Are you superstitious? Well, I do believe I am. I am a Wiccan and I do believe in small things. For example, I believe in the so-called angel magic cards. Every day I turn a card and the card says a spell. I do believe the spell comes true sometimes. Question 7. If you had a superpower, what would it be? Well, I'd never want to have a power like laser eyes or tight buttocks or something, but it sometimes comes to my mind that I want to be immortal and share the stories of the earth. But there is really no way in hell that I would ever wear a suit like this. Question 8. If you could be any cartoon character, who would it be? Well, I would be my most favorite cartoon character ever, which is Blue from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I really like the blue guy, he's funny, full of evil plans, and I like his simple figure. Yeah, Blue just rocks. Question 9. How many times have you watched Sweeney Todd? Well, I think I lost count really, but imagine this. The movie was released in the year 2007. We're now 2012. Which means I had 5 years to watch the movie, plus 2 times a premiere where I met Burton and Helena. So, if I do a wide calculation, I think it would be around 250 to 300 times. You have to know, this movie means a lot to me. It came out when I first had my depression of losing my friend. And this movie helped me control my emotions and open up to people again when I didn't do that for a very long time. So, yeah, 250 times I guess. It might be more though. Question 10. What is your favorite animal? Well, I like a lot of animals, but I prefer horses and dogs the most. Dogs are very loyal to their owners, and I can't wait to have a German Shepherd of my own. Question 11. Who is your favorite real DA artist? Real as in they draw faces. Well, my favorite real DA artist would be Emily Vedder. She's currently drawing my book cover of my original story, Barclay's Bloodline. If you like a good mysterious and fantasy story, I suggest you give it a shot and go read it. The first 4 chapters are uploaded on DeviantArt and I love to get some feedback. You can find the links in the description. Question 12. What's your most hated part out of Sweeney Todd? Well, that's an easy question. I hate the part where Sweeney pushes Nellie in the oven. Those two are meant to be. I'm totally obsessed with Sweeney. Both are evil and mysterious. They are made for each other. On the other hand, the movie wouldn't be Burtonized if it had a happy ending. Question 13. If you could have any 3 wishes come true, what would they be? Well, that's a hard one, really. I would definitely wish for magical powers to come true. That would be so cool. Hogwarts would be real, magic would be unlimited, and witches would fly their brooms for real this time. As a second wish, the world would not be so hard, so I would wish for stop the war and killing, live and let live, but on the other hand, please remain with the eye for an eye. And my third wish would be that I hope everybody gets a chance to fulfill their dreams, but it's only up to them whether they take the chance or not. Question 14. If you had the chance to know your future, would you accept? Plus, how do you see your future? I think I'd love to know my future, but if I had the chance, I would decline. If the future's negative, I think a person would be very motivated to give up very soon. And that's what I don't want to know of my future. I don't really think about my future. I try to live in the here and now. And I take a day how it comes, or at least I try to. Question 15. If you could rule over the world, would people suffer? If I'd rule the world, people would definitely suffer. Now, you might hate me for saying this, but I'm completely honest with you guys. I won't kill people randomly, no. But I would protect the people I like and make them suffer if they've been treated bad. Question 16. What's your darkest side? My darkest side? Well, I thought about this question for a long time last night, and I really think that when the time is there and I have no other choice, I think I'd be able to kill someone. I really believe the anger inside me of my trauma is still there, and it easily gets outside if you touch me in the heart. So yeah, I'm not proud of it, but yeah, I think I really can. Question 17. Is there something you regret the most? Well, if it comes to regret, then one image struck to my mind: the murder of my friend. When I think of her, I regret many things. I blame myself a lot for not protecting her. But I can't change fate. If her father didn't kill her, I'm sure she would have died of something else. So, the one thing I regret is walking through that door, witnessing her death. Last question. What would you like to change about the world? I think there are a lot of things I want to change about the world. Get rid of the wars, live as one. I would abandon money and teach people to grow their own food and trade with others. Money is the worst invention in my opinion, and it ruins people's souls. The long for money is getting bigger and bigger, and I won't be surprised that the world would go bad by only one silly coin. Well, these were my questions, guys. I hope you enjoyed my answers. I loved responding to them. And don't forget to vote on DeviantArt for my next vlog. And I'll see you next time, guys. Bye bye.